Okay, I'm back for part 2 here, and you can see here on this graph here that, let's see, we're finished charging it. It actually only took 50 ampere hours. See, this one here, this line here is the capacity, and tells us that it stopped charging at 50 ampere hours or 60. And here's the voltage. See, it went up to 3.65 volts and held it there while the current, this is the current, was at 70 amps, and it slowly dropped down to about 7 amps, and then the charge was complete. So this was the charge. And so over here you see that this one's finished. It says they're done, and we're not getting any current in on the bottom. It's still 16 volts from this charge battery, charge assembly battery behind here. And you can see that this one here is charging this battery here, and it's I restarted it one time during the thing, so it actually charged more like 10 ampere hours. But now during the discharge cycle, this is going to be putting energy back into this, from this one back in. Energy is going to go from this one back into this one, and so we do not want to be charging now. So I'm going to shut this off, and we're going to go, I'm going to put this into like a monitor mode, and it's going to check the voltages. So we go to balance charge, fast charge, storage, discharge cycle, and monitor. So let's start up monitor mode, and it's going to monitor the cell voltage for us. So the next thing then is, so this is not charging anymore. This is now fully charged, and we're going to start our discharge test. We press this button, I guess press it again, and go this 70 amp program. And now we'll go to discharge, and you see where it says regeneration in input. So it's going to take the power, out of here through the charger back into this battery. So let's go ahead and start that, and say yes. And then we have to say yes again. And then this here is going to start again, start a new plot, and it's going to start going here. And then I'm going to change the scales here. I'm going to go here to my discharge thing, and here we see the current starting at 0. This is just starting. The current starting at 0, and it's going on up to 70 amps. So we're getting our 70 amps, and this is the two voltages, you know. This voltage is the voltage, at the iCharger, and this is the voltage at the balance leads. Actually, I've got that backwards. This is the voltage at the iCharger, and the higher voltage is just the no current voltage measured at the balance leads. And it's starting about 3.3 volts, and it's going to go down. So this should measure out to be about 215 ampere hours, which is what I have been getting. And so there you have it. What I didn't show you before, I realized, is that this power supply up here, it's a small power supply. It does 24 volts and 15 amps, and this is what's powering this guy here. And so there you have it. This is one thing is, you could have used this power supply to power here for the charge, and I've done that before, and that's good enough to do 70 amps charge. But the point is, though, for the discharge, to synchronous discharge, it seems like about the only really way to do that and get 70 amps is to discharge into a battery, because there's no way really, you can't do 70 amps through this thing from this side to this side, and there's really no way to put 70 amps out into the input unless you have some battery or something back here. You can't, I don't know how you could make this a load. So for the discharge, you really just have to have this battery, but for the charge, you could just use a straight power supply. Anyway, and then taking a look at this, so this is, now you can hear the fan starting up. So we're discharging 69.96 amps, and we're like almost 3 ampere hours. And so this thing is going to go for probably 3 hours or so before we get to the final thing. Okay, I don't know. Maybe I haven't done a very good job with this video. I'm kind of just doing it off the top of my head. But if people are interested in how this is set up and have questions, I'd be more than happy to answer questions. And, thank you for watching.